The Fifth Element.
Oh, I was thinking that was the movie you were thinking of.
Yeah, because remember that weird lady in there sings operatic? She has like weird things coming out of her mouth.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Peter Rolita, and I'm a licensed practitioner. And I am here this morning to help out with the service. So welcome to our community. Meet you. So whatever your spiritual journey is, wherever you're at, you're welcome here. So please keep that in mind. Tell your friends. So I'll do an invocation, which is a opening treatment, kind of setting the tone for today. So recognizing that one power, that one presence that is forever and eternal, pouring itself into its creation. And what it pours is love. That's what it is. And that one power abundantly provides us with the opportunities to say yes. So, knowing that this is the truth, I accept for our community the highest good and greatest joy of every person here. And I know between Aspen and Doug and Reverend Peggy and me, everybody's going to leave here receiving exactly the perfect thing for them to receive. Reverend Peggy's talk is mission impossible. I can't wait to hear that. So, releasing this my word into the law, I know that this is the truth for all of us, and together we say, and so it is. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to, is it a song, is that right?
Yep.
Okay. Let's do the song.
Blessed day, I am thankful, grateful heart, I am home. Glory be to the power of this mind that I know. So full praise to the wonder, freedom sing a joyful song. Calling love to the center, lifting all is one. Blessed day, I am thankful, grateful heart, I am whole. Glory be to the power of this mind that I know. anything a dream it is. Singing now, so it is. Getting bigger now, so it is. I'm holding this vision of peace, knowing a world of harmony, calling love to the center, lifting all, we are free. Calling love to the center, lifting all, we are free.
Give each other some love. Go ahead.
Good morning. Hi, Amy. I'm Teresa. Bee, nice to see you again. Hi, I'm Amy. Thank you for coming.
And good morning to you. Would you like a hug? I would love a hug. They help the days go by faster. They do. Yeah, they help calm and reset your nervous system too. Especially if you're
And good morning. We didn't do this part of our time. Good morning. Thank you so much. Right. Help me. Welcome. Kind brother buying things.
I have a name.
No.
It's okay. I'm the same way.
Announcements for us. Yes. So everyone is invited to our annual meeting next Sunday. There's a sign-up sheet out here to bring food, so please bring something so we can eat.
We got food.
And as we focus on our future, when we started with Reverend Patricia and Reverend Debbie, there's a 6-month letter of call that was issued, and so we're coming to the end of that 6 months. So we're going to look at where we're going, what we want to do as a community. It's really about us as a community. What do we want here? So that is coming up next Sunday, so please plan to come. On leaderships. So, all right, so that's next Sunday. And upcoming, Reverend David Clark is going to be here next week. And I haven't seen him in a long time. And his wife is going to sing, and boy, does she have a voice. She's a professionally trained mega soprano, I think. So she really belts it out. So it's really something. So that's going to be here. And then I'd like to call Teresa to come up. She's going to do a workshop for us. She's going to tell us about it.
Oops. Hi. So on April 4th from 10 to 1 at the Annex, I'm going to do a workshop. And it's about how we can get stuck in overthinking, self-doubt, second-guessing ourselves, and how we can move with some new psychological practices into a place of inner trust and trusting our higher selves and really embrace more compassion for ourselves. So look forward to that. Yeah. The Annex is at Patricia's home. Thank you. Is that what you want? Yes.
How much is it?
It's actually free. It's if you want to give a donation afterwards, great. If you don't, that doesn't matter. I'm really excited to just be able to present this material and if you can share it with others, because I will have a group program after this that runs for 3 months. It goes on a deeper dive. So.
Teresa, where can we find more information? Is it in the newsletter?
There is a flyer, and there will be more information in the newsletter.
Woo!
Yes, thank you all.
The flyer is on the table out front.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so we're going to move to the next thing. I guess we are. This is a first for me, Gabe.
What?
So what do we teach? This is the foundation of why we come together as a community. Number one, there is a power for good, and we can use it by thinking. All thought is creative and influential. The way I look at it is, it's like you're holding a garden hose, but you can't turn it off. And you have to be conscious, or you could be, of where you're pointing it and what you're growing. And that's the essence of our teaching, is a lot of times we just set the hose down and go inside. So this way, it's like teaching us that we are the ones that are in charge, and we're directing that flow of love and channeling it to where we want it to go. And there is only God. All evil starts and stops in the mind of people. So all that God is, we believe, is love. And so all it can give is love. And we are created from that, so we are love as well. So love is something that is universal for everyone. It's unlimited, it's abundant. And there is something, an archery term called sin, and it's missing the mark. So if we don't direct our garden hose where we want it, we can often not water what we're intending to water. So that's all we think evil is. It's just a misdirecting. So this is my take on it now.
That's good.
So everything in our experience is either a call for love or an expression of love. No exceptions. So if you step back and look at any situation or circumstance, you can see if there's a call for love there, or if it's an expression of love. So this week I found out that my niece had committed suicide. And my sister was in the wind. Nobody knew where she was. So I put it out on Facebook, said, hey, who knows where who is? Got in touch with my great niece, who's a teacher in Texas. Not Texas, Nevada. And so I was able to find out what nursing home my sister's in. And when I went up there to see her, hadn't seen her in like 30 years. And nobody had told her that her daughter had died. So I walked in and went, oh, goody. So anyway, that's an opportunity for a new relationship. So I can see the expression of love and put aside anything that went on when we were kids, because that's not in the present moment. So that's what we teach, freedom. And you are whole, perfect, and complete just as you are. There's no wrong way to be you. The age you are, the weight you are, the relationship you're in, all that stuff is perfect for you. No, there's not, I haven't succeeded. I haven't made it. That's not it. You are whole, perfect, and complete, just as you are. So that's what we believe. My interpretation, right? Okay, so what's the next one, Aspen?
I love this song.
It's a song, yay!
Can you press play on the computer up there?
Hit what now?
Just tap that red button in the middle.
Red button in the middle.
On the screen.
On the screen.
On the spot,
Oh, no.
Perfect. Oh, try it.
huh?
Try to be perfect.
Try it again.
Try again. Try again. Okay.
There you go.
Thank you.
Take a breath, slow it down. You're safe right here, you're on solid ground. The world may spin, but you can stay right here in peace today. You've carried storms inside too long. Try to be brave, try to be strong. But healing starts when you release, when you give yourself permission for peace. The past can rest, the heart can fade. You learn grace in your own way. And every tear that fell before was just your soul opening the door. Peace begins within your heart. It's been there from the very start.
So this is our readings. Yes. So please read this along with me.
Hope is faith holding out its hand in the dark.
That's what's doing gymnastics right there. Go ahead. You can be up here. That's Robert Kennedy. Yeah. Each time a man stands up for an ideal, or acts to improve the lot of others, or strikes out against injustice, he sends forth a tiny ripple of hope, and crossing each other from the million and different centers of energy in air, those ripples build a current which can sweep down the mightiest walls of oppression and resistance. You see, your word is the present moment, is the power. Speaking it, that gives you power, and it gives what you're saying power. So we got another one to hit. There. You got it?
Sunlight fell, it reminded me life could be so gracious sometimes. And I felt like everything around me was connected somehow. At night I hear the rhythm of the ocean as it breaks on the shore. And I think about all the things that I am grateful for. They say, hold on to the ones you love, keep them close to you. They say, hold on to this time we have, and let the light shine through. They say, hold on to the ones you love. Keep them close to you. They say, hold on to this time we have. And let the light shine through.
So it's going to be wonderful to have Reverend Peggy up here with us. She has a wonderful talk. It's entitled Mission Impossible.
No,
No?
Mission Possible.
Mission Impossible. Busted. Okay, so she's coming up here, and please welcome Reverend Peggy.
Thank you, Peter.
Oh,
Remember her.
It's so nice to be here. We've had lovely music, and this is a great, it's a beautiful day. I love it. I love this spring weather. Yes, Mission Possible means anything is possible. Everything is possible in God as God, right? So I want to start with a story. As I was driving through my neighborhood one day, I stopped to watch a Little League baseball game being played in a park near my house. As I sat down behind the bench on the first baseline, I asked one of the boys what the score was. "We're behind 14-0, he said with a smile. "Really? I have to say, you don't look very discouraged." "Discouraged?" the boy said with a puzzled look on his face. "Why should we be discouraged? We haven't even been up to bat yet." What a great attitude. What if everybody on the team had that attitude? We haven't even been up to bat yet. We still have this opportunity to win or to play our best. I think winning is too accentuated in our society. You know, there's winners and losers. And I think I prefer games where we all win, or we all work together on something. But boy, what hope that little boy had. You know, when I first started in church, attending a church like this, I started taking classes right away. I was so excited. I just wanted to learn as much as I could. And I found out very soon that hope was not a new thought word. You didn't hope anything. You had to know that with God, everything was possible. And so I kind of, even though I had used that in the past, you know, I hope you get a good grade. I hope, you know, I find a boyfriend. I had lots of hopes in my life. But at that point in time, I realized that hope wasn't the path to creating the life that I wanted. Or at least I thought that. So I checked the Science of Mind text to see what Ernest Holmes had to say about hope, and I had to really dig around a little bit. I finally found it on page 49, which is the index. And he says, "Hope is good. It's better than despair, but it is a subtle illusion and is an unconscious compromise that has no part in an effective mental treatment." And that's definitely true. You have to know. In fact, that's the first step in a treatment, is that you know that God is all there is. You know that everything is possible with God, that it's infinite and everywhere present. It's in us and in our affairs. And once we feel that truth, we go beyond hope to knowing, to trusting. But what if we find ourselves in that place of deep grief or despair? It can be really challenging to get to a place of trusting and knowing. And so I went back into hope and thought of it as a lifeline. Sometimes hope is the next thing beyond grief or despair. If you think of it as a ladder going up into better and better and more positive emotions. In an article by Eric Stahn, a science writer for the University of Missouri, he says, University of Missouri researchers demonstrate that boosting hope could be a game changer for mental health and resilience. Hope isn't just wishful thinking, it's a powerful emotional force that gives our lives meaning. And a new study from the university shows that it may be even more essential to well-being happiness or gratitude. For years, psychology has tied hope to goal setting and motivation. But a team of researchers is challenging that idea, showing that hope stands apart as one of the strongest positive emotions that directly fosters a sense of meaning. I was really surprised that hope was more essential than gratitude and happiness. I've always put gratitude up here and joy up here. So I was really surprised by that. And after reading this, I decided to review David Hawkins. He has a map of consciousness, which is one of those letters. And on this map, he assigns numerical values to the different emotions and feelings. And his theory suggests that human consciousness and feelings associated with it can be measured as a frequency. We send this frequency out from our bodies, and that's the energy. But his map didn't include hope, so I went to Esther and Jared Hicks, and they had an emotional guidance scale. And let's see, hopefulness is just above contentment, and just below boredom, pessimism, doubt, worry, hatred, fear, grief, depression. And then goes up to optimism, enthusiasm, joy, empowerment. So I wasn't able to make copies of this, but I'm going to leave it on the counter here, and you can take a picture of it if you want. It can be helpful when you're feeling down in the dumps to look at that list and say, can I reach for something even just a little bit higher? Just one more ladder on that. Ladder. Run on the ladder, there you go. So optimism is good. Optimism is a good thing. So I know that we've got a lot going out. There's a lot of things going on in our lives, but especially out in the world. And I know people are feeling it, hearing it. And it's not happy news that we see. You know, the wars going on, the war in Iran, all the conflict all over the world, some of it we don't even hear about very much. And it can cause us to feel helpless, or angry, or fearful, or, hopeless. And add to that how difficult it can be to trust the things that you see online, or even in emails from other people. I have a minister friend, and she said someone brought in a writing that the Pope had recently done, and how it was about hope, and it was just so beautiful, and everyone was so excited about this reading that had been brought. And in the meantime, somebody took out their phone to see if it was true, if he had truly written this beautiful thing. And it turned out that AI had written that beautiful thing. Which, there's nothing necessarily wrong with AI, but it has to be used with some sort of, what's that term? That you're doing the right thing. You're not trying to change people's minds for them. Yeah, you should use your discretion. Yeah, absolutely, thank you. So when we engage in feelings like fear and anger and hopelessness and blame, David Hawkins calls it the realm of the ego. And it pulls us down mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And we forget who we are and the power that we have. That we are so much more than we think we are. So when we notice that we're in this place and it's pulling us down emotionally and even physically, it can pull us down, we have to stop and say, what can I do? What can I do to change this? You can go to a list like this, but there's other things. We can turn on some music that we like. That will lift us up. Maybe dance to the music, sing to the music, and then it really lifts us up. It's amazing what you can do. Go for a walk. Sit out in nature. That really uplifts me when I go outside. You can find what works for you. These are just some suggestions. And an important question to ask is, in this moment, am I adding to the light of the world? And what I am thinking, what I am focusing on, what I'm getting my energy to, Am I adding to the light or not? We all want to add to the light in the world. We all want to add to peace and joy and compassion and understanding. Hawkins goes on to say that at or above the level of courage, which is mid-range in his scale, is the beginning of true power and empowerment. It's where a person takes responsibility for their emotions and begins to shift from energy-draining states to life-supporting. And I want to be transparent, because for those of you who are into science and how science proves things or disproves things, this is spiritual. This is spiritual stuff. And this, the idea of vibrations and consciousness have been proved by science, but science has these strict guidelines. Certain things, certain ways of doing things have to be done in order to prove or disprove phenomena. And they have a certain metric and level that they look at. And they consider spiritual stuff, like intuition or prayer or consciousness, as pseudo-science at best. But I can feel when I'm down in the dumps, and I know that that's the truth. That I'm not adding to the light, that I'm not adding to my life. And when I feel great, when all the lights are green, I can't prove it was due to my consciousness or a certain vibration. But something within me knows that. Something within knows that. It's the same with love. You can't see love, but we've all felt it, right? For a grandchild or a child or a pet. I was curious, so I looked at the definition of pseudoscience. It's a claim, belief, or practice presented as scientific, but lacking adherence to the standards and methods of true science. It often relies on untestable claims and uses scientific language to support its arguments without providing evidence. And that's true. I think lots of things in God's creation are not evidence that this is true. Sometimes I call science this made-up stuff. We made up what science is and what we have to do in order to prove something is right or wrong. So we get to choose. We get to choose what to believe. We get to choose what we know is true in our heart. It doesn't matter if science proves it or not. I know my daughter likes to bring it up all the time when I'm talking to her about spiritual stuff, which we don't do very often because she doesn't want to hear it. But yeah, maybe one day. So we get to choose what we believe. And when it comes to things like being a vibrational match to that which we manifest, that to me is true because I've experienced that myself. My Achilles heel has always been money. All my life I struggled with money until I found out accidentally that gratitude opened my heart and I started being grateful for everything that came into my life, every penny that came into my life. And at the same time I started giving more money. I was working at the time down by the Capitol and I'd walk around the Capitol and I'd have cash in my pocket that I would hand out to homeless people. So it was gratitude and it was giving that turned it all around. I was so grateful for that. So I became a vibrational match to abundance. A vibrational match. And this is what I love about this philosophy. I don't have to come up here and tell you, do this and do that, and this is the way. No, you get to find out for yourself. You get to prove it for yourself, however it works best for you. And when I was saying this, the saying, the proof is in the pudding, popped up into my head, and I was like, what? Where did that come from? It's so weird, so I looked it up. And it says, the real value of something can be judged only from practical experience or results and not from appearance or theory. It's perfect. The proof is in the pudding. You get to eat the pudding. You get to make the pudding. You get to choose what flavor the pudding whatever you want. According to Reverend Scott Aubrey, who also has researched this subject, he says this: science is catching up with what the soul has always known, and that's true. Science is catching up. Hope is not just a mood, it's a lifeline. Studies show that hope brings meaning to life. When we nurture hope, even in small ways, like noticing growth or seizing little opportunities, we are practicing faith in the unfolding of the divine. Hope is then not naive. It's a sacred trust that life is moving toward renewal, that spirit is always creating paths forward. And in this way, cultivating hope becomes a spiritual discipline, one that steadies us, connects us, and keeps us aligned with deep truth that nothing is permanent except the eternal presence walking with us. I am so happy that hope is such a positive word. I had hidden it away. I had thought it was something that wasn't for me, that it had no room in my positive-based vocabulary. It's okay to be hopeful, and it's helpful to be hopeful. Intuitive Diana Cooper said, hope indicates that the sun is about to come out in an area of your life. I love that. The universe wants you to have your heart's desire. It is simply waiting for you to believe you deserve it. Hope is a magnetic quality which attracts the great and beautiful in your life. So what is our vibrational frequency and what does it mean? So I went searching again on the internet, and I ended up on this website called manifestaire.com, and Susan Pham. This is what she says about vibrational frequency. She says it consists of your beliefs, your thoughts, and your feelings. And together the three create your energetic field. It is often referred to as your aura, as that energy field around you. State of consciousness, or overall emotional temperature. So it's basically our emotional state, based on our beliefs, our thoughts, and our feelings. So if we want to manifest a loving relationship, we have to have that vibrational match with love. That feeling of love. How does it feel to be in love? And at the same time, it's important to dive in to those sometimes hidden beliefs that maybe we don't deserve love, or other kinds of limiting beliefs that can hold us back, that maybe we're not even aware of, that are affecting that aura, that vibrational match that we're trying to create. So we can spend time thinking of things that might be holding us back. Why isn't money showing up in my life? Maybe there's some hidden belief that's holding me back. Or some belief that you know, yeah, it's that. It's that thing that I believe. And now I know what it is and I can work on it. So sometimes it's easy, but it always takes work. It takes work to revisit where that belief came from. Why you still believe that belief after 50, 60, 70 years. Those are some of my beliefs. You hold on to them. They become a part of who you are, and sometimes you forget all about them. So it's going to take some inner work and some outer work to change that vibration and align with the emotional frequency of I deserve. I deserve money. I deserve love. I deserve whatever it is, fill in the blank. And then go to I am. I am love. I am peace. I am abundant. And that really aligns you with the truth. Whenever you say I am, whatever follows is heard. It's heard in the ethers by God. So if you've been, let me go on. There's the quote goes on from Susan Pham. You have to internally become one with what you believe the external desire means and represents to you. And this is vibrational alignment in the nutshell. What you want has to align with what you want. So if you've been praying or affirming for abundance and it's not showing up, You know, a lot of us feel like we don't deserve. We don't deserve money, we don't deserve love, we don't deserve. And you may also doubt, you know, it's like, yeah, I want more money, but I can't figure out how it's gonna come, how it's gonna happen, or what it's gonna come, or how it's gonna come from. We don't need to know how. We know the what. God knows the how. So we say what we want, we say, I am peace, I am abundant, and then we let it go. We don't have to know how, we just sit back and wait for it to show up. The struggle that I have is with health. You know, when I see somebody sitting in front of me and they're asking for prayer for health, and I can see how sick they are in the hospital, it's really hard for me to see the truth. I really have to stay with that first step of treatment for a long time so I can recognize that the truth is that they are whole, perfect, and complete. They are God informed, and they can be restored back to health through the word that I speak on their behalf. So I struggle with that sometimes, but at the same time, I'm getting better at it. I'm part of Congregant Care in my center in West Sacramento. So I'm doing more and more work with people who are in hospital or in home care and things like that. So that was the inner work that I had to do. That health is possible even when it doesn't look like it at all. So I had to get to that core belief that health is possible. Even in the midst of a terrible diagnosis, it's still possible. I can still desire that. I can still be a vibrational match for that, even when I'm feeling sick. And sometimes when I'm feeling sick, I have to call someone who knows that for me. And you can do that here. I know there's not a lot of practitioners here. But I told him that I was going to reach out to my community. We have 30 practitioners. So we have lots of people that you can call on if you want to. The other thing I can begin to change by remembering that when I cut my finger, it heals. I barely have to do anything. And if I can heal my finger, I can heal anything. There's no big or small in spirit. Spirit heals our finger, heals our heart, heals our body. So that's the number one step, is to get in touch with and then begin to heal your limiting beliefs. And this step can take time, but it doesn't mean you can't already put out what you want. You can go ahead and put out your intention for what it is you want, and at the same time, work on any beliefs that may be holding you back. You know, sometimes you need to get clarity. What are those beliefs? Maybe talking to a family member will help. Or maybe working with a therapist or a practitioner. You can get to the cause of some of these beliefs that might be holding you back. Maybe you like to journal. I love to journal. I've done so much journaling and work on myself over the years. Journaling with my inner child. Journaling with that older me, that more wise me, that inner spirit that I am. And then we can start saying our affirmations. I am gaining clarity about and healing the beliefs that are holding me back from what I desire. I find helpful people and ways that support me through this process. I am so grateful and hopeful, knowing this is the path to cultivating more of what I want in my life. So affirmations, prayer, raise our vibration, and we go up the scale of consciousness. And then we begin step 2. And that's feeling. You know, we can think about what we want, but feeling what we want is so much more powerful. It really goes out into a vibration. So I'm going to use an easy example. Say you want a new car. So it's really important to take time to contemplate exactly what you want. And it's important to be specific. But someone told me a story years ago, and I don't know if it's true, but they wanted a Cadillac. Oh, and they just had this picture of this Cadillac. It's beautiful, the perfect color that they wanted, the certain model that they wanted, and they just visualized it and they felt what it was like to have it, and they saw it in their garage, in their house, and they were just so excited to have this vision every day of seeing it in the garage, seeing it, you know, on the road. And a few months later, they got a call from a friend, and they said, I'm going out of town for 3 months, and I need a place to store my car. Can I park my car in your garage? And she said, sure, come on over. And it was the Cadillac that she had been praying for the last 2 months. So be careful. I want a blue Honda Civic for less than this amount of money, and write it down on paper so you can look at it often. Go for a test drive and see how it feels. Are you excited? Are you thrilled? Feel those feelings as much as you can, as often as you can. That's holding a vibrational match to what you want. And if what you want can't be test-driven like a car, use your imagination. Our imagination is so powerful. Our mind doesn't know the difference between actually driving the car or imagining driving the car. You don't even have to go test drive it. Use your imagination. I can see myself skiing again with no pain in my knee. I can make it happen. You can see yourself in a loving relationship, or with a healthy bank account, or a new car, or a new house. How does it feel when you imagine that you've already manifested what you want? Now, feelings are huge in setting up our vibration and setting the law in motion, the law of mind for the thing that we want. Another way of saying that is we are imprinting our thoughts, our feelings into the quantum field of pure potential. That quantum field of pure potential that only says yes. You want a new car, you've got it. It doesn't judge us. It doesn't require anything of us. It just says yes. More health, this thing, this relationship, you got it. And likewise, if you don't believe you deserve what you want, you don't got it. You know, it's up to us. So the last and third step is being mindful of the things that you say, either to yourself or others. Are you using positive, uplifting language, or do you find yourself complaining or doubting or worrying? That interrupts the process of manifesting. And if the latter, if you find yourself complaining, which I do, I'm a complainer and I do have to, and a worrier, I have to watch that. But I can't think about not having what I want and manifesting what I want at the same time. If I'm thinking I don't have it, it's just not going to happen. So when I think of having any negative self-talk, I have to stop. The minute I notice it, I have to stop and make that change. Insert a positive affirmation. Go to the list. Start dancing. Whatever it is. Prayer helps too. And you can ask for a written prayer, or you can ask for a practitioner to pray with you. And if you have that written one, you can actually look at it and read it often. So to sum up the steps, get clear about your desire, write it down, and read it often. Imagine it as though it's already manifested. Experience how it will feel to have. And feel these feelings as often as possible. Use positive affirmations to keep focused on what you desire and limit that negative self-talk. And some final thoughts. Worthiness, again. I think that's one belief that all of us have to work on. All of us on the planet have to work on. But I loved what my first teacher said. If you're breathing, you're worthy. Breathing, worthy. Breathing, worthy. Just remember that. I am worthy. I am unique. I am love. I have the power to manifest my dreams. I am manifesting my dreams. We just have to remember who we are and that we're creating how the universe grows and expands, how the things happening on the earth are changing and expanding and improving. We co-create our lives and expand, and the resulting vibration, whether low or high, impacts humanity. So we have to be careful, My favorite quote is a paraphrase from the Bible, John 12:32. As we are lifted up, all life is lifted up. Or as Les Brown said, change your thinking, change your life. Your thoughts create your reality. So we are more powerful than we realize. Sometimes we just say things without even thinking about it. It's that mindfulness. You know, the theme for the Centers for Spiritual Living is, the monthly theme is what if? And it really got me to thinking, what if? I thought, what if all the practitioners in my church prayed for peace at noon every single day? And then I went, well, what if the whole church prayed for peace at noon? And then I thought, well, what if all the New Thought churches in all of the valley here prayed for peace every day at noon? And it just kept expanding. And pretty soon, all the churches around the world were praying for peace at noon every day. We would have peace like that. I can't do that very well. I mean, you know, when one or more are gathered, that's great. But if you have 1,000 or 1,000,000 or 1,000,000,000 people praying for peace, it has to happen. It just makes me so excited, and I think I'm going to start doing what if'd to myself. I think it's a fantastic idea. All the religions, all around the world can participate in this. Everyone wants peace. Well, I don't know about every single person. So I want to end with this quote from Michael Bernard Beckwith, who's the spiritual leader of Agape in Los Angeles. The challenges we're facing on the planet, wars, aggression, exploitation, already have a solution in the quantum field. The universe always provides a safeguard for the next stage of evolution. For example, when a caterpillar is ready, it becomes a chrysalis and transforms into a butterfly. The safeguard to the next stage of our evolution is you. You are the safeguard. You who enter the miracle zone state of consciousness become the place through which the next stage of humanity emerges. When we hold peace on earth in the miracle zone state of consciousness, it has to manifest. And so it is. Let's take this message in prayer, just recognizing the truth that's been spoken here. In all of the words and all of the affirmations and all of the quotes come together to give us hope, to give us peace, to excite us, to change how we approach life, to thinking about this idea of being a vibrational match, to being in the miracle zone of spirit wherever we go. I'm just so grateful for this information. I'm so grateful to know and feel the truth about it. And so I know that I can let go. I don't have to make anything happen. I don't have to struggle. I just allow. I allow Spirit to say yes and to have it show up in ways that I can't even imagine. And so I'm so very, very grateful. Grateful for this community, grateful for the music, for the practitioner, for the ministers, for all of the people showing up every Sunday as we create this beloved community. And so I release this word into the law. I know it's done, I know it's complete, and in this confidence I can let it go, knowing that all is well and that peace will prevail. And so it is.
And so it is.
Thank you.
Thank
Now is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you, me is here to create magic on earth. Let the water wash away your tears. Let the fire burn away our fears. Let the wind blow into your life such faith and trust. Oh, let the earth hold you, take care of you, nurture you. Oh, the power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here. The power of now is here. The power of you Let the water wash away your tears. Let the fire burn away our fears. Let the wind blow into your life such faith and trust. Oh, let the earth hold you, take care of you, nurture you.
It was a wonderful talk. I just loved it. Somebody gave me a Lincoln Continental. They really did. It was really sweet. And then I tore around counting out the season. So, here's our time of offering abundance. So, when you speak this, you're giving and receiving abundance to you and out from you. So, give with joy, give with gratitude, and thank you. While that basket's going around, over here is a little brown box. And we are a praying church. We have a praying team. And if you want prayer, please fill one of those out. And it will be taken and we're going to pray on all week. So please do that. Thank you, Mona. My best friend for 50 years.
Love it.
Right. So now we are going to have our closing song. Yes. Oh, yeah. Please read these with me. In a consciousness of abundance, I give freely, knowing that I am freely given to. And so it is. Circle the wagons. Hold hands. That's all right. That's you know that I'm here.
Who's got cold? That's the way it is. Just push it out. There we go.
Kind friends all gathered round. Something I would say brings us together. Bless us all today. Love has made a circle that holds us all inside. Strangers are as family, and loneliness can't hide. You must give yourself to love. Love is what you're after. Open up your hearts to tears and laughter and give yourself to love. Give yourself to love. I've walked these mountains in the rain. Learned to love the wind. I've been up before the sunrise to watch the day begin. I always knew I'd find you, though I never did know how. Like sunshine on a cloudy day, stand before me now. So give yourself to love. Love is what you're after. Open up your hearts to tears and laughter and give yourself to love. Give yourself to love. Love is born in fire. It's lighted like a sea. Love can't give you everything, but it gives you what you need. Love comes when you're ready. Love comes when you're afraid. Be your greatest teacher, the best friend you have made. So give yourself to love. Love is what you're after. Open up your hearts to tears and laughter and give yourself to love. Give yourself to love. Give yourself to love. Love is what you're after. Open up your hearts to tears and laughter and give yourself to love.